This video right here is a message to our government. No, I'm not a politician, but because I was blessed to be in a position where people will listen, I'm going to talk about how I feel about these massacres that's going on around our country. It bothers me because it's the same pattern. Some deranged animal goes and he kills a whole bunch of people, and then he kills himself so he doesn't suffer any consequences. And then what do? We go, we put some fucking flowers out, we bury the dead, we mourn, we get disgusted with the government. Nothing usually happens, and a few years later, another group of innocent people are dying. Well, there should be more gun control. No, it's not gun control. Well, here's my thoughts on gun control. I do agree, yes, there should be stronger laws against giving guns out to people, because the less guns on the street, the less chance of some psycho picking it up and going kill. But you can't just say, oh, it's all about the guns. Criminals don't register guns. They don't go around and be like, oh, let me go get this registered. I'm going to go and kill somebody today. It's deeper than that. Because on the same day of the massacre, 22 kids were stabbed up in China with an old lady. So we're going to say, oh, DeStorm, well, maybe we need to get the knives off the street. We're going to take my knives out of my fucking kitchen. I can't cut my butter with a fork. What is the solution? There should be a specific task force put in place that deals with mentally ill people, and not just a crazy house. When this task force is put in place, we as a people, and not just as a nation, should learn the telltale signs of a fucking lunatic. Let's take National Geographics, for example. My son, his friends know that if a bear comes, you're supposed to play dead. Why? Because research was done. They realized that certain behavior patterns that they see in these animals get certain results. So they say now, if you see a bear coming at you, you play dead. But you see a 1-year-old child or infant, and they're sitting there, they're holding their midsection good, and they're shaking. What does that mean? That means they gotta go to the potty. You either take their jeans off, put a diaper on them, or they're gonna shit on themselves. So it should be the same way with these fucking psychos. We have to learn their behavior patterns, or we're gonna keep getting shitted on. It should be taught in every school, from the youth to the adults. I shouldn't have to Google it. So when people see this behavior, just like the bear, they can report it, and this person can be taken off the street. Now, I'm not saying you see somebody arguing with their girlfriend, they be like, you bitch, and you be like, oh, that's a psycho, I'm calling the cops. Why are we more educated on animals than ourselves? In my opinion, anybody who disrespects their mother is a little crazy to me.
No, Mom, I'm not doing shit, Mom.
Like, he needs to get checked up. He just called his mother a bitch. That's a problem. She out there shopping for his little punk ass, and he's screaming at her in her face.
Oh my God, my kid's gonna hate me if I discipline him.
No, discipline your kid. And I'm not talking about, hey, 1, 2, 3, ooh. And they hit you with a fucking shoe because you're counting. You ain't gotta beat the fuck out of the kid, but at the same time, there should be a balance where the child knows that you are his parent and he or she is your child. A lot of people don't like to get involved with shit until it happens to them. If I saw some dude whipping on some girl's ass, he got to fight 2 people, because I'm jumping in that fight. And if he's too big, I'm calling the cops. Because I'm not going to have some dude just whipping on some girl ass, because that could be my sister, that could be my mother, that could be my cousin, that could be my aunt, that could be somebody that I care about. And just in general, I feel like I'm a good person, and I don't think that shit should happen. It's one thing if 2 guys on the street going one-on-one, okay, duke it out, old school, I don't give a fuck. To the government, we shouldn't have to see our president sitting on stage crying about 20 kids that just got murdered by a 24-year-old idiot. There's no excuse in the world or no reason why he should have did what he did. Do I agree that they should study why he did it? Hell yes. He should be studied, because if you see those same behaviors coming from somebody else, we can stop it early. Now you got people afraid to go to the mall and see a movie. They said that Newtown, Connecticut was one of the best cities, neighborhoods, and schools in the country. If it happens there, what about the people who are less privileged in the ghettos or in the smaller neighborhoods? They're like, damn, if this could happen in Newtown, why wouldn't it happen in my school? There's some people who see people tweet crazy shit out like, I just want to kill motherfucker. Do you see that? You gotta let motherfucker know. Who talks like that? What do you know about a psycho? The only answers I have is from Psycho the movie. I can't answer that question. I don't know. We should be educated about this. But if you ask me how fast does a cheetah run, I can say 70 miles an hour. It has a little claw on the side of his hand that helps him to cut corners so it can go and catch the gazelle. I know that if you see a fucking skunk and it sprays me, that I can use tomato juice in a tub to get it off. These are things that I know, but I don't know about my own fucking species. I know that if someone's screaming or they're belligerent, they're loud. I know if they're going, ha ha ha, they're laughing. I don't know the behavior and characteristics of if they're fucking crazy. Our school system should be taught that. And if you're out of school, elementary, preliminary school, or college, you can't get your driver's license until you learn how to tell if someone's fucking crazy. I'm just frustrated, and I feel like there's nothing I can do about it. And maybe my solution is not right. We need to get more involved as a people. Everybody want to have the most swag or turn up. Turn up, man! I want to turn up. When something goes down, just a simple tweet is not enough. Oh, yo, it's my girl. All right, yo, be right over there. Ah, tragic. You're in my prayers. All right, yo, here I come. What do you want your legacy to be? People are not wearing Malcolm X, Dr. King, JFK, and Obama t-shirts because they kept their mouth shut. It's just been proven yesterday. Some of us not even making it past the age of 10. So what the fuck you so scared of?
Oh, I ain't saying nothing. I'm just gonna be here.
For what? So while you here, you might as well make a difference and save 50 more lives. Because those 50 people might change the world. They're like, the world is so fucked up. The world ain't fucked up. We fucking up the world. What the world do? The world is just spinning on a fucking axis around a ball of gas called the sun. Animals are in pastures eating fucking grass. We domesticated dogs. We did that. Technology is fucking up the world. We invented technology to make life easier. There was a study done that said a person who loses his phone in this day and age has the same chemical reaction of a person who loses a friend. So if you lose your cell phone, you feel like you lost your best friend. And I agree, because I can't go to bed without my cell phone. What we're doing as a country, I don't know if it's happening in other countries, is we're kind of like glorifying it by giving these people too many props. Saying their name and making their name go down in history as the biggest massacre ever. Don't give him a movie. Don't give him a book, a story why he went and killed these kids. Don't give him shit. Let his name die with what he did. Don't give them the satisfaction. And that'll probably stop 50% of it right there. The other 50% is us knowing how to find these fuckers first. The CIA, the FBI, the government, they take tests. I'm pretty sure they know the characteristics of a killer. But they're not the ones getting killed. They're the ones that do the cleanup after. We should all be educated on this subject so we can know. I mean, you don't have to tell us everything, government. We know you like to keep your secrets. But tell us something so we can be aware. So our youth can be aware. That's what I feel the solution is. Like I said, you can agree with me. You don't have to agree with me. If you agree with me, follow me on Twitter or on Instagram at DeStorm. If you disagree with me, fuck you. You have your own opinions. Change your guns, change your mental health, because all three are going to help anyway. So I don't care what you agree on. I've been talking too long, but I just wanted to vent